Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to a brand new Division video. What if guys today is the best armor shredding build for PvE as of right now. In my opinion, this is a very good build if you just want to run incursions, underground missions, just pretty much missions in general to farm gear, phoenix credits, whatever it is. This is mainly, like I said, a PvE build. I wouldn't really recommend this for PvP. You could definitely get away with using it in PvP, but like I said, I wouldn't really recommend it. So if you guys do enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and let's get right into this build. Before we go over the official build, I'm going to show you guys some clips of me actually using this build while farming Lexington Center. And trust me, when I was using this build, I was just shredding through the armor. I don't know why, it just feels so good. I know like the damage isn't really the best on this build, but if you want to shred through enemy armor, if they're elites, if they're just, you know, normal enemies with armor, this is the right build for you. Now, if you guys have been watching my channel for a pretty long time now, you guys know I absolutely love Alpha Bridge in 1.5. If it's PvP, if it's PvE, I love Alpha Bridge. But for some reason, I feel like this build is taking the upper hand in my opinion a little bit, at least for PvE. I know for PvP I'm still going to be using Alpha Bridge, but for PvE this build is becoming one of my favorites, and I haven't really tested it out on incursions yet. But for farming missions or the underground, this build is very useful. Anyway, switching back to the build, so this is the official build I was using in a few clips you guys seen before. The only difference there is I was using actually a enhanced ACR in that video. I actually got a pretty good FAMAS with destructive, responsive, and I think it has uncomplicated. So this is my FAMAS I will be using right now, which should be giving me a little bit more DPS and even more armor damage. But anyways, this is what I'm rocking with. Primary DPS is 307. Now I know it's not the greatest DPS, but honestly with some of the rolls I have on this gear, it's pretty good in my opinion. I also have some pretty crappy gear mods, so that's one thing I really have to focus on and getting. But as you guys can see, I only have 3000 credits, which I really can't reroll too much of my gear. But like I said, most of my gear is where it should be. So like I said, 307,000 DPS is not a lot, but it's definitely in that range where you could do some serious damage. Coming up next, I'm rocking with 367,000 toughness and around 6,300 stamina, which once again isn't the most, but once I get really good gear mods, that toughness should definitely be above 400k. Last but not least, my skill power is absolutely terrible. It's only 104, but once again, I'm really one of those players that relies on my teammates to have really high skill power, and you know, I could just use their heals, whatever. I still get a decent heal from only 104k skill power. But like I said, with the majority of people I play with, they usually have really high skill power, so that comes in really clutch. Now for my build, what I'm using is 3 striker, specialized backpack, savage gloves, and the D3 FNC holster. Now this holster is sooner or later going to get replaced by another striker piece, but as of right now, I don't have a good striker holster, so for now this will have to do. Now the main reason why you get so much armor damage behind this build is 3 striker actually gives you 10% enemy armor damage, which is really good, especially when you have destructive on both of your weapons. This is going to come in really handy. So with destructive on your weapons and striker build, right there you get 25% enemy armor damage, which is really good. Not to mention for my mask and my knee pads, I actually rolled armor as my minor attribute, so in total I think for my mask and my knee pads I'm getting around 20% armor damage, which right there is really good. Overall I'm getting about 62-63% armor damage, so anytime I pretty much, you know, shoot NPCs and stuff, the armor just feels really weak for me, and it's just really easy to kill NPCs. So like I said in the beginning, most of this gear is pretty much where it should be at. There's only 2 different pieces I still have to reroll, and that is that holster and the specialized backpack. I still actually have to reroll to complete the build, but as of right now, this is the build I'm rocking with. And honestly, if you guys want to try out something different for PvE, this is one of the builds I strongly recommend you make and have fun with. But that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. I reply to all my comments, but once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.